Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm just waiting on my stepdad to turn up to help me fit some things to my fully sleeved, fully forged K24Z3 block. Managed to get some other parts to fit the head, to fit the rockers. So I've managed to get some hold of some head bolts. Nearly forgot what they were called. So these are the head bolts, and I will just quickly show you what the part number can be. So that is the part number there that you are going to be needing for this. I really do appreciate you guys following my video. Follow me on YouTube. If you just go to 2008 Supercharged Honda Accord on YouTube, and just hit that like and hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell if you like what we're doing. And also, if you drive an Accord, any generation, all the way from when the Accords first were built, all the way up to the 10th gen, which is now released in America. But we are here in the UK, so if you'd like to head over to our Facebook page and join in Accords Assembled, just hit that join button, and just please, if you could answer the questions before you join. You won't be declined for not answering questions, but the more questions you answer, the better it is for us. But yes, it's just a quick short video today, just to go through a couple of bits. I may even get a chance to fit my KTuned coolant feed. Thank you very much for Tegwa Imports for helping me get this. So all we need to do with this is with the KTuned coolant feed, which will go on the head, I do believe. Is it going to go on the head? Well, we'll find out where this goes shortly. We are going to need to tap and die this, because obviously it's a different fitment to the OEM coolant line. So we will need to do some drilling for that, which hopefully my stepdad's actually going to bring with him today. So we'll put that back in the box. I really want to give a big shout out to everybody that's helped me with parts for this build. I want to start off saying thank you very much. A big shout out to Mark Cornish and Nigel from Cribs Causeway Honda. I have bought an absolutely ton of stuff, which is all just spread out through my whole entire garage. I literally have spent thousands of pounds with Honda to get bits. Some of the bits aren't exactly correct for this build, so I've had to then rebuy. Also, a big massive shout out to Johnny and the guys at Tegwa. They have helped me out with a lot of tidying up parts, like the KTuned coolant feed, the gauges, the fuel line gauge, and other few bits like that. So thank you very much, Johnny at Tegwa. And also a big massive shout out to Ian from Clockwise Motion, for obviously getting this block to where it is today, getting the head done to where it is, so that's obviously ready to go. I couldn't have done this build without having the people behind me, family, people that are willing to help me out with these builds. I do apologise to everybody that my car has been off the road for this long, but I'm one of them type of people that I can't buy parts and then fit them directly. I'm not a mechanic in any way, shape or form. I'm learning as I'm going. The only thing that I do is I like to build my parts up. I like to have them all stacked up, which I have all the way along these two massive big shelves alongside of me, if you can see the units all the way down there. But yes, now I've got the head gasket and head bolts, we can actually start finishing the top end of this off. I have this protector wrapped in a lot of factory clean film at the moment, so nothing can get inside of it. Heavily wrapped the rocker covers from my Joel VTEC. We heavily wrapped the head unit, which is just here. all nicely. I've kept the bottom side of it on just to protect the bottom. But this is a RSP 2 head from a Type R FD2 Civic. So obviously that means I'm going to be able to run the dual VTEC on this. The work has gone into this is absolutely amazing. It's so clean, so tidy. Same with the block itself. So hopefully on my second video that I'm going to be doing once my stepdad has arrived, I will then post these 2 videos up on my YouTube page. Like I said, I really do appreciate you guys following me on YouTube and giving me the chance and the time to kind of get around this mechanic side of it. But yes, hopefully a lot of work, and hopefully all this will be finished later on with the video. I do apologise if I didn't go into too much detail while I'm doing it, while me and my stepdad doing it, and I do apologise if we happen to get in the way of the camera now and again. But it's hard for me to kind of explain to you what I'm doing if I'm not really familiar with the technical mechanical terms, so just bear with me. But yes, I think that is pretty much it. I've got all my tools ready just down there on the floor. I really hope that you enjoy watching these next couple of videos over. I'll get them uploaded over today, so they'll be hopefully ready either later on tonight or tomorrow. But yes, thank you very much guys for being patient with me. Like I said, head over to Record Assembled now and join the page, and then you get to watch what myself and what everybody else is doing in the club with their cars. And also, obviously I'm hoping to be able to get this K24Z3 in as much detail as possible for you guys on YouTube, whether if you're doing this over in the States or whether you want to do and follow what I'm doing with the Supercharged build. With my, thank you very much to Jose for my Merc Racing Supercharged kit. So once the head is on, once the gaskets, the head bolts and all that type of stuff in, we can then actually now and then start concentrating on what things we can take off and have sprayed just to bring a little bit of colour to the engine while it's out. And then hopefully within the next couple of videos times you can actually see me work on my supercharger side of it. So yes guys, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a look in the comment below. And like I said, the support that I get from you guys, any help from you guys out there that wants to advise me or help me with any performance parts, obviously I will pay. I'm not asking for any freebies, but the more help I get from you guys, the better it's going to help me with the videos and help me with this build. Thank you very much guy, enjoy your day, and I will post these up later on. This is aka Honda Jesus signing out. Peace! Where are we going? Straight across there?
Yeah. Try not to muller the gasket when you're doing it. So looking at that one's going to have to come off as well. That one's sitting in the void. You just do the same with that one there.
Just as close as I can to the thing here.
Yeah. That is holding that in place. but the rivets are catching onto this, so we can't have that there. See, that rivet is sitting on top of the casting.
Yeah.
Let's get that off there and see what it looks like.
On the cover?
Yeah.
Where do my knife? I've got my knife down somewhere. There, hang on.
See, that would have been in there. That's sitting in a void, so that's cool. Right, we've got no O-rings or anything to go into this, it's just a straight head, isn't it?
Yeah. Because all this is just castings, it.
That looks good. Right, where's the head?
Should we clean out the ports? Do we need to, do you reckon?
It's been covered, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't know if there's obviously a little bit like dust and all that in there.
Yeah, give it a wipe out. That'll go the first time you start rolling it up anyway.
It looks clean. Do we need to use brake cleaner or anything on this bit?
Happy with that.
There we go. There's the sun's coming out. Give that a quick rub off, I suppose.
Yeah, give them a quick wipe off.
WD-40 as well, or what?
Yeah. You got the torque settings?
Yeah. Well, in my head I have.
Are they one stage or two stage?
3 stages. They get tied up to 50 newton meters, then 70, then 90, I think it is.
Have you got a map on how you tighten them?
I haven't got the map, but I know how they do it. They do it as in the same as you would do car wheel.
Yeah.
So you go corner.
No, you start in the middle and you work your way out, and you come out in a spiral.
Okay. I watched so many videos, that was the only one that really ever stuck into my head.
Yeah.
So I need... Let's go do that way, innit?
What we're going to do, we're going to use that as locator. Is there another one?
I don't know if you... I don't know if you're worth wanting to screw them all into the head and then just slide that on or not.
What do you mean?
You can't take these off, can you? Well, these are studs, aren't they? They're not bolts.
Yeah. These are bolts, they're not studs.
Yeah.
So, if we lift them back up again, give us that one. Actually, we can do it with all of them, can't we?
No, we want to make sure the gaskets are like there.
That's what I was thinking. Lift them back off again. Whoa. Okay, I didn't see that now. I take that, do you want to grab 2 more of the studs? And just drop them in 2 corners. Right, so as we put this down, we just make sure all the studs sit into the right holes. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Is that right with gas?
Yeah, don't do that. Right. Rest of the studs.
Is that almost supposed to be flush, that?
I would have thought so, but you've got a different head and a different block, haven't you? Because
So
this head isn't intended for this block.
So is that the right way around then?
Which side do your exhaust ports?
Gearbox is that side, so exhaust out. No, that's one way around there.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's the wrong way around.
This is inlet, isn't it? So this is the side of the engine where you're...
Supercharged will set, yeah.
Yeah, so we got, I'm guessing that means cold and hot. So these here are your exhaust ports.
You go one way around then.
You go the wrong way around. Get my hands buggered. Gently so I can grab the gasket. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's better.
That's better.
Got a little one way around.
That's better. Happy with that.
This to me is like with the with the cooling line's got to set. That's what I'm saying it. There. So obviously that's got to go there. And then that holds onto where the supercharger bracket is. And then you've just got to tap and die into that. That little case in there. And then you just put a Honda bond sealant to then go to the side. We just need to tap in, you need to put a little tap and die hole in there.
So it bolts onto that one there.
And then bolts onto the gasket for the supercharger there.
Yeah.
Well, actually that goes on the outside of the supercharger mounting. And then all I do is they tap and die through that hole there to then give that extra support to keep that flat to the block.
And that in there, that then goes all the way through, doesn't it?
No, I think they only said you need to go about 5, maybe 10 mil into the block, into the head.
What are you looking to cut down to?
Hey?
What thread?
Just this one on this bolt here. So obviously that's for the bottom mounting block.
Yeah.
And then that one.
That's going to be quite a tiny one, isn't it? Was that something they said they'd give you?
Did you bring it in, did you?
Yeah. I thought they did.
I think it's on the van.
Ah, there.
Oh.
So I don't know if I got plug tabs. Yes, I have.
Because what I'm doing is get this bolted down, and then we can just fit a few extra bits, these bits. Well, I just need your help doing this one, because I'm not very familiar with tap and die. I need to find out what I did with them cold spark plugs as well, because I think the cold spark plugs I bought a while ago, I think they're in here somewhere, in amongst all the parts. I was getting a bit worried then. I thought, okay, we've got the head on the right way around, and I thought, what's that lip there? Have I spent all this money on the wrong head? That's looking good, looking good.
It's not 8.75. So what thread is that? These all come in different sizes.
Yeah.
That's an M6. Yeah, these are the M6 dies. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that should screw into there, because these cut those threads.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that should be the reverse of that.
But are you not going to need to use one of these?
They're called taps.
Yeah, to tap into the head.
Yeah, but if you look at one of those, is that the same as that? We don't know.
Not thread-wise, no.
No, we don't know. So what you do is you find the
In
opposite.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you think that is a M61, Let me have a look here. That's an M6.75, that's an M6.75.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one will go into the other. Yeah?
Yeah.
But we don't know what thread that is. And if you cut the wrong thread into that, it's buggered.
Well, yeah, you don't really want to make a mistake with it.
So where's the housing?
There.
Is if you drill that, if you drill that in situ,
Yeah.
you stand the risk of getting swarf inside there.
Swarf as in?
Bits of metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swarf is what you call little bits of metal come off and you cut or drill something. So that hole needs to be sorted before this is bolted down.
So take it off and then drill it,
yeah,
and then put it back on.
And really and truly this needs to be drilled on the bench because it's got to go in square. And if you try to drill that with a hand drill, you might get it like that, you might get it like this, you're not going to get it absolutely perpendicular. Now the guy you saw on the internet drilling it, did he use a hand drill or did he have it on a bench on a pillar drill?
Yeah, just a normal DIY. I don't think it was a DIY drill. I think it was just a normal handheld one, and you just kept it level.
Okay.
So they said it worked fine, and obviously with the Honda bond and everything that they put on it.
I would want to see that drilled before you put it on there. So,
yeah, I just thought as we were doing this, I thought
yeah.
we try and
No,
get that done today.
it's the right time to do it. What's the little blank for?
The little blank is to go in there.
So that's not used at all?
No. So I said you can't bolt that until the manifold.
No, but we can line it up. Have you got any spare bolts?
Just what I've got in them tubs over there.
So that's going to go onto there, and there's going to be a bracket that holds that all together, yeah?
On the coolant pipe, yeah? Yeah, well this is to get rid of that bracket. I think if that's what you mean.
No, so there's what goes in between there.
So what you'll have between there is you'll have your gasket you got to put on.
Yeah.
For the supercharged manifold, and you have the supercharged manifold, which then this bolts onto on the outside of the manifold.
And we've got the bracket for the supercharged. We've got all those brackets.
I've got all the brackets. The only thing I don't have is the gasket, which has got to come from Honda, which is £20, I think it is.
Right. Can we need to open up that first. So you need to open up that there.
That top one?
The one that you need to bolt through.
Yeah, that one there, that top one, yeah.
Yeah. Because that one you were blanking, so you need to open up that one with a drill.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it's worth having that in situ to then get the point mark. Was that not going to make a difference?
Yeah, we can do that. If you've got a really fine, you've got HSS drills, yeah?
As in, I've got a normal handheld drill.
No, the actual drill bits.
Drill bits are down there.
Right. If you've got a really, really tiny one, if we've got the brackets, we can line everything up. Excellent.
Thanks, we got that. Was that it?
They're wood drills. Yeah, it's okay. We can mark it. Right. What we need is the bracket that this bolts onto. So we can put this in place.
So you want to supercharge the manifold, don't you?
Yeah. Just so we can bolt it in place so we know where it's going to go. Otherwise...
Well, I wasn't expecting to get all this out. I put this all in tightly. Because I was going to be needing to use it yet. Obviously when motor racing. So obviously then I haven't got the
Any bolts, you can just hold that in there. Loosen it. Do we one more?
I did bolts at the back.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I did that.
Want this in tight, do you?
Just finger tight, just so it holds it in place. Because what we're going to do is that obviously is going to
Thought it was a 12.
one more. Just was held square. Slack that one off a little bit. There we go. I know this seems a bit extreme. We saw that was only out by a mil. The difficulty you had getting that bolt in.
Yeah.
If you drill this in the wrong place, you get exactly the same problem.
Yeah.
So get everything as it should be, then mark it, then drill it. That's okay. Nip that one up. Oh, that one's okay. Right. So this little gadgety thing here, that is sprung loaded. Yeah.
Is he going to go thrown off, or do you want me to get another one of them other bolts?
Yeah, grab another one of those bolts. Okay, hang on. Yeah, that's good. Right. So we now know exactly where that's going to sit on the head.
Yeah.
So that's holding it there, that's holding it there. So what you need to do now is with your tiniest little drill, is just literally put it through there and mark the head.
DeWalt tools, always approved.
Suppose they'll go in place of Makita.
Or DeWalt, I just like DeWalt.
Now you're not going to drill into that. Literally all you want to do is just mark it. That should be enough. And now it all comes off again.
Disassemble. You just want to just take the section off, or do you want to take it all off?
Take it all off now, because this will lift this off, and we'll drill the hole on the bench, so you've got no chance of smoke getting into whatever is behind that. Is that liquid or air that is in there?
What's that?
Behind there.
Liquid.
So you don't want any smoke in the liquid, do you?
No. Yeah, because I did ask Jose if I needed to use one of his thick white gaskets or whether I could just use a normal standard intake gasket, but he said he could just use normal standard in.
It's just only air that's going through that.
But he kept going on about an IAC sensor. I'm not 100% sure what an IAC sensor is.
What a what is?
An IAT sensor was supposed to go in there, which I don't know if I'll have to message him. So what it says.
Don't want to. Right, so this wants to come off. And I will watch the gasket. Okay, I'll slap it on something that's going to hold its weight. Okay, so there's the mark you made.
Yep.
And that's the one we're going to put in there. Yeah?
Yep. Do we now not want to drill out the rest of that hole in the coolant?
Yeah.
To then see how far then we need to drill into that?
Yeah.
ET. Readjusting.
You want to drill a little bit bigger than that.
On the, where did the drills go? This one. Doing that.
And that's what you don't want inside your engine.
No. So go through some brake cleaner.
Okay, that's cool.
Just got it button.
Yeah. Right.
So now that's not it to drill through.
That's quite a bit, isn't it? Look at the tape measure.
I'd like to ask you to bring your Bobby.
That's going to have to go in about 1.2.
Well, that looks very. If you put your fingers up in there, that's quite hollow. Well, no, I suppose it's going there. That's going straight there. That's right. That's going straight into the thing.
That's going straight into metal, is it?
Yeah, I thought because it looked quite close to the edge in there, but it's not. It's going straight into proper casting.
This is the bit that's worrying me. See how little play you've got in that?
Yeah.
Yeah? If that is not absolutely 90 degrees,
Dead straight.
that isn't going to go into it.
Okay.
Really and truly, that needs to come back down to my place. Because I've got a pillar drill.
Oh, well, it's up to you if you want to take it down there now.
That, I feel a lot more comfortable doing that. And we need to know the pitch of that to drill and to tap. When
you say pitch, do you mean the the length of it or the size?
No. Remember when you put your wheel nuts on?
Yeah.
You got the wrong pitch wheel nuts. You couldn't get the nut onto the stud.
Yeah, so I cross-threaded.
No, you didn't cross-thread. You mullered.
I did, I mullered.
If you get the wrong pitch, it won't go in. And you'll end up doing to that what you did to the car.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you need to know what that is. And I don't know if your eyesight is better than mine. Can you read what's on the top of that?
Well, on the bottom it says 7A, and then it's got 8.8.
Let's take a picture of it.
Yeah, bye.
Right.
So I guess the 8.8 is not the picture on this end.
No.
Or was that just bolt markings on it?
I think that's just batch markings, because what we've got, if you look at an M6, which that is, M10, so that's an M6 by, so what we could do if we had another piece of metal, have you got an old knackered part somewhere?
I got loads of old knackered parts.
Right, bring an old knackered part with you. What we can do is drill and get it right in an old piece. Doesn't matter about alignment.
Yeah.
Just drill a hole, get it the right size, tap it out, make the bolt fit. Once we are happy that we got the right sizes, because if that's an M6, you wouldn't drill an 8mm hole in.
No, that's right.
You drill a size smaller, so you've got some meat to tap it out of. So that is what I would be a lot more comfortable doing. So that's an M6 by 1. So these are the two that I've got for M6. Now if that bolt doesn't fit either of those two,
yeah,
what we'd have to do is tap it out to one of these and then go and buy the bolt with the thread to match the hole. I'm surprised they didn't give that
There's definitely different threads on there, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Because I would have said it was that
Yeah,
one there,
fine and coarse basically.
That one there,
it's more like that one. That's the one I would favour, which is the 1mm thread. That's the one I would favour, but I want to try it first before you drill a hole in your new engine.
What type of old scrap of metal were you looking for?
Anything. Something similar to that.
Well, cut the bonnet?
No, something big enough that we can drill a hole into, to tap into it, to make sure it works. So we've got an old head.
Yeah, but the thing is, obviously, if I'm trying to sell that head, is it going to make...
What we're looking for is something that I can drill a hole that deep into, so it's got to be at least a centimetre thick.
I've got the old block there. Obviously, I can't get the pistons out because the pistons go out the other way.
That's okay. Hang on. Tell you what we do.
What do you think about drilling it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have the socket to take the pistons off, otherwise we could have just taken a block.
Matter. So 5mm drill. That block is right off, isn't it?
Yeah, that's no good. I was to just see if someone could turn to a coffee table, but let me get off that wire mat. Is it on that?
So all I want to do is just drill a hole in it, run the tap. Now you saw that drill was wobbling going in.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. Okay, just thought of that a bit better that out.
Is that what you got to do? Is you do turn and then
Yeah, you can back it off, it just clears the flutes. Players there.
Yep. The
That bolt.
Okay.
Let's see if that goes in. An Allen key.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Good guess.
You even got debolt Allen keys.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, so that's going in. Right. You got chewing gum on your floor yet, Chris?
No. Shouldn't have any chewing gum. I don't eat chewing gum around here. Definitely not for me.
Your mum's going to give you hell over that.
We don't need chewing gum.
Right.
I think I've got a packet of Polos somewhere.
So what we need to do, we need to take the head down to the house.
Yep.
We've got the correct size tap. And we need a 5mm drill. We'll use the drills that I got down there because they're a bit better than those.
Do I disrespect my tools?
Yes.
Well, if anybody from Company D what happens to be watching this, he didn't mean that at all. He was joking.
Wasn't.
He was. He was joking. That's what Right, for the first video, guys, we are going to take this down to my stepdad's house now to go and get this sorted out so we can fit this before we actually pop the head down. And then we'll be back and we continue for another video. Thank you very much. Ciao. Right,
so we want a couple of your stretch bolts. Stick one in each corner just to locate. Another two. Yeah,
one in each corner?
Yeah, one in each corner just so we can locate it. And it stops the gasket moving then.
I don't remember which way was it? When?
So that part there is facing me. That's why I put the screw in it. That looks good.
Yeah, because all the videos I've watched and stuff like this is like I've always watched them use studs, not bolts. Seems a bit.
The difference being, if you put a stud in there, the stud goes in at the bottom first.
Yeah.
And you've got studs sticking through at the top.
Yeah.
And there's less torque on the stud when you're doing it up.
Yeah, because when you're doing it up, the stud could turn at the same time as well.
No, because these holes don't go all the way through, they're plugs.
Yeah.
So they go down, they can only go so far. And you put those in before you put the nuts on the end of it. So when you were turning that, you were turning the entire length of the bolt.
Yeah, that's right.
If you put a stud in there, the stud stays still and you tighten it up from the top so there's less torque on the bolt itself.
Okay.
I am quite surprised that this doesn't, there is so much play in it.
Is it not meant to be that much play, no?
When I put the heads back on the bike, no. It goes in and that's it, there's no movement in it.
But what I mean, with the studs, so they're not as long as the other ones, but they're the same
Yeah.
thickness.
But they're going right down to the bottom. Check this, the other ones.
The old ones.
No, the new ones. The other six. Maybe once all of them are in, there'll be less movement on it.
Oh, you would have thought. Yeah, you would have thought so.
better. Right, what's the pattern to tighten them up? What's your first torque setting?
50.
What's your torque wrench?
I've got two. I've got a small one or do you want a big one?
I'll go with the big one straight away.
Still in the packaging, look. Still in the packaging. So the thing is, what I was a little confused because I used that little one to just practice with the to tighten the bolts up for the baffle and the oil pump. But then it's like I was looking at the newton meters on there, but then I didn't know what these were for.
Your newton meters on there, you can see you got 4270, so it's 42, and these are increments up after 42. So if you put this round to 0, yeah, you can see there that is 28 newton meters, add 2, 30. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it goes up in steps.
So if you get to 30 and then you put this on 10,
Yes.
that's 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want 50 to start with, yeah?
Yeah. 50 then 70. I'll write it down on here. On my paperwork. More than these I did. Which one did I write it on?
So 42 and 8 is 50.
Yeah, head bolts 50, then 75, then 90. Right, so we just come back from Daryl's home and we have now officially tap and dyed the KTuned bolts. Only thing I do need to do is I just need to get a small M6 bolt just to go through there because we haven't quite drilled enough in the head. So what I do is I'll get another MX6 Allen key bolt, which is in here. So obviously that's what comes with the KTuned. So I just need to get another one of these Allen key bolts just to get it just a tad little bit short. I could cut this one down, but I think it probably be just better just for me to get another bolt and fit it in. So I'm just going to leave that screwed in there for a minute so I don't lose it. Okay. And then
So we need
my 14mm socket, where was it with it? Can I put it back?
You know that's not a standard socket.
Why?
These
No, it's these.
star drives. That's it.
I need a 14 or 13.
And you've got an extension rod and a standard ratchet to start with. Just to take them down.
I see so many people on videos and stuff that they use an impact drill to get these down. I suppose it's not worth it, is it?
It'll be fine, as long as you're not going down too tight. If you were in the garage, I'd use an air ratchet on it.
We've got to make sure that this is...
The bolts will hold them down.
Why is that? See, I thought they were supposed to have dowels. They're not supposed to have dowels on the bottom of this?
I would have thought so. Did any come out of the old one?
I don't remember dowels being on the old head.
There's a recess in there for dowels.
Oh yeah, there is. There's dowels in this one.
Right, so we need those.
One there.
Yeah.
think that's it.
Open that up then, let's have a look at it.
That's a little one, just one down and got that. If I look at the order, because they're only small dowels. That's why.
Ground your bag there somewhere.
I thought I'd ordered some. Because I know, because I think there's some in one of the tubs over there.
Right, let's take our head back off then. Yeah, you don't want to be using that one.
No, that was one I
Yeah. I would say you need at least two.
well, one in each corner. I swear I had some. Oh, there we go. In here. I know I had some.
So how many are supposed to be on there?
I don't know. I know I had 2 to go in the oil in the sump, but obviously just that one, and there was another one in here.
So the worrying thing is we got 2 in here now, and you got 1 damaged one. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got that one there. Do you want to use that one because there's some newish ones in that tub?
So where have they come from?
They would have come out of the other one. They would have come out of the other engine, or when the new engine turned up. Tom?
Yeah, I've got another 2. Well, they don't look as if they're going to accept one. So if you look at that, you can see there's a ridge in there.
Yeah, there's a ridge in that one, but then I don't think there's 4. I don't remember them being 4.
Yeah, they'll go in there if I force them, but you don't want to do that.
You want to see, bring up a YouTube video.
Let's have a look at the head.
What, a new one?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it's just 2. I would say so.
Hi and welcome, and thank you very much for everybody that managed to watch the video this far. I do apologise, but my battery on my phone decided to die, which I didn't even notice. So thank you very much for tuning in and watching this part of my installation on my CU2. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button at the bottom if you're enjoying what I'm doing so far, and I will catch you on the next video. Thank you very much, guys. See you. Hardly any in that, on this thing.
Welcome back. In this video we're going to be installing the head on the block, and as you can see I'm using a Velcro gasket. Now I know some people aren't going to like that and you're probably throwing your sunny delight at the screen right now, but I have faith in it, so it's what I'm going to use. This is a MLS gasket, which stands for multi-layer steel. So this one is actually for a Honda CRV, which is good for up to 88 millimeters, so it's why I'm measuring it here, so we should get a reading close to that. Now I know it's kind of hard to see here, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is freeze the frame right here. And again, I'm just going to rotate the image and enhance. And there you go, we're at 87.8, so that's close enough. The reason why we're using a Honda CRV gasket is because, as you can see, it was at 88 millimeters and the cylinders have been bored out to 87.5. So if you want to stick to OEM or something equivalent, this is a perfect option. You may have noticed I was spraying brake parts cleaner into each of the holes of where the head bolts are going to go. What I did here is just spray them, let it sit for a little while, I turned the block over, let it drain out, and then I hit each hole with compressed air. And I just repeated this process a few times until I was satisfied with it. You really don't want any junk or debris trapped inside of there and just cause some problems later on down the road.
True, by the looks of it.
That's out the way. I'm going to go again, I'm using the coffee filters and brake parts cleaner, and just keep going over it and invest the time to get it nice and clean. I picked up a set of ARP head studs, so let's go ahead and open this box up.
What year is yours?
2008.
There's many reasons to go with ARP, all the way from them being a higher quality product, all the way up to them being able to provide a higher or better, more consistent clamping force. But the main thing that caught my attention is that they can be reused. If you go with
Do apologise about for the link for this. I just want to find out where the dowels go on the block. Just doing a quick bit of research. I've got no internet down here.
I know.
I'm sorry for the slight delay. Does it say whereabouts the dowels go?
Well, we
Because
know.
I've said they only fit.
Yeah, they only
Well, this
fit.
is 3.
They only fit these 2, but the only thing that I found on this so far, it was off an earlier engine, but they're only talking of 2.
right, and that's because I'm using a 3.
Because obviously that would then solve the issue with the wobble.
So, do what you want on your build, but as far as I'm concerned,
Rather than it didn't help because it had dowels in there, but it didn't say where they were. But dowel wouldn't fit in there because there's no words, would there?
You didn't take pictures of yours?
I did, but they're all on that, all on the other laptop.
Okay. That's your engine, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's showing 2 dowel pins.
So that's that one.
Yeah.
And that's that corner. Okay. We got another dowel in there that's got a better edge than that.
They don't need to locate it, they don't do...
Yeah, no, I just thought if we had a cleaner one, obviously then we got less chance to cause any issues down the line.
That's okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's okay. Right. Head. Once more with feeling. That's it, that's better. Much happier with that. We're missing one bolt.
So it doesn't look like it wants to go down properly, that's it.
Don't worry too much about it.
That's better. Do you want a longer extension? Right, so we've now solved the issue of the dowels, which is good. Look, I kept all the parts I need.
£1.50 apart.
The dowels.
But all they do is locate. They don't perform any